It hit like a sudden storm on a blazing summer morning. The heat clung to everything, but nothing scorched more than her words. My wife, Elaine, the woman I'd loved, lived with, trusted for 5 years, stood before me in the kitchen, sunlight slicing to the blinds like judgment itself, and told me she was going to get even, not because I had cheated. I hadn't, not even close. All I did was speak for a few harmless minutes at a party with Gloria Green, her old high school rival. I hadn't even thought twice about it. Just small talk, some friendly banter, no flirting, nothing physical, nothing hidden, but it didn't matter. Not to Elaine. Her eyes burned with something colder than anger, wounded pride. I could see it all unraveling in her face, the way old high school resentments still festered deep in her. Gloria, the one she'd always competed with, the one who'd just gotten divorced, the one who dared to laugh a little too hard at something I said and let her fingers linger just a moment too long on my forearm. I think she's trying to steal my husband now, that hers ran off. Elaine had snapped on the drive home, her voice sharp brittle. She looked at you like she already had you. I'd stayed calm, told her the truth, that she was blowing things out of proportion, that I would have said the exact same things even if Elaine had been standing beside me. But logic had no place in her head that night. She was flirting, and you let her, she accused. You didn't stop her. You didn't walk away. You just stood there smiling like you didn't belong to someone. From there, the argument spiraled. I tried to explain, but she didn't want explanations. She wanted a battlefield, wanted me to bleed for something I didn't do. She needed to win, to teach me a lesson she thought I deserved. That's when she dropped it. We're going out tonight, dancing, and I'm going to flirt with every man in sight. Let's see how you like it. You're trying to make a point? I asked, already feeling the acid in my throat. No, she said flatly. I'm going to show you, and if I have to bring a man back here to do it. So be it. My stomach turned to ice. If you do that, Elaine, if you bring a man into this house to make some petty point, you're crossing a line you can't uncross. Oh, but you flirted with Gloria was fine, she shouted. When I do it, it's war, but when you do it, it's just talk. You know that's not the same. No, Eric, it's exactly the same. And I'm about to make sure you understand that. And with that, she stormed off, leaving the bedroom door to slam behind her. The thing about small towns is everyone knows everyone. Every move becomes public knowledge before the next sunrise. And I already knew where she'd go, knew who she'd target. There was only one man in this town arrogant enough, sleazy enough, and dumb enough to help Elaine carry out this disaster plan. Woody Floyd, my old high school rival. A man who always had to prove he was better than me, even when no one was keeping score anymore. I didn't run after her. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I went outside, mowed the lawn, trimmed the hedges, wiped the sweat from my brow, and started to make a plan. Because if Elaine was going to humiliate me, she'd picked the wrong man to try it on. Hours later, she emerged dressed to provoke. Tight black dress. Heels she only wore on anniversary dinners. Her makeup flawless. Every curl perfectly placed. Every movement calculated to spark a reaction. I didn't give her one. Elaine, I said, calm and sincere. I shouldn't have said what I said. I let my temper get the better of me. I'm sorry. She didn't even blink. It's too late for apologies. I'm going out tonight, and I'm bringing a real man back home. Maybe then you'll learn not to play games with someone who owns the board. She was gone before I could say anything more. I waited. I called my friend Stan, who frequented Rainbows and the local dive where folks let their bad decisions bloom like weeds. Sure enough, Elaine was there, clinging to Woody, dancing like she was in a music video, feeding him drinks and soaking up the attention. Stan gave me the play-by-play. It wasn't just dancing. There were stage kisses, loud declarations, and touches meant for an audience, my audience. 30 p.m. I heard her car roll into the driveway, heard laughter that didn't belong to her, heard Woody's obnoxious voice through the open window. You should have seen her. Man, she's wild. Gonna be a fun night. They barged through the front door like they owned the place. Woody stumbling, reeking of beer and ego. He rapped in, arm around Elaine, trying to pull her close. She didn't resist. Hey, loser, he sneered. Elaine said she wants me in your bed tonight. Can you believe that? Hell of a woman you married. Elaine gave me a smug, defiant smile. You flirted with her. Now I get to do the same, and more. I set my newspaper down and looked up slowly. No, I said evenly. You don't get to. Woody laughed. Oh, what? You're going to stop us? Call the cops? Take a swing at me? Go ahead. I don't have to. I stood, straightened my shirt, and gave a sharp whistle. The front door swung open and walked Elaine's mother and sister, their faces thunder clouds of fury. Behind them, just a step behind, stood Woody's wife and mother-in-law. Woody went pale. Elaine froze. The air turned to ice. Elaine, her mother spat, I didn't raise you for this kind of shame. Her sister crossed her arms. You pulled this whole stunt because Eric had a 5-minute chat with Gloria? Are you kidding me? And Woody? His wife's eyes narrowed like a blade. So this is where you've been sneaking off to? The yelling began. A storm of voices. Women shouting, hands flying, accusations hurled like lightning bolts. Elaine sat numbly on the couch while Woody tried to backpedal, only to be dragged out by the ear by his mother-in-law. His wife followed, throwing insults and promises of divorce over her shoulder. Elaine's mother shook her head. You're lucky Eric has the patience of a saint. Any other man would have thrown you out. I didn't say a word until they were gone. Then, finally, Elaine looked up at me, her voice trembling. You call my mother? In love and war, I said, not unkindly. All's fair, and tonight was both. I turned on the TV and leaned back in my chair, the remote heavy in my hand. She spoke again, quieter this time. Where do I sleep? I didn't look at her. You're sleeping in the guest room. For now. Silence filled the space between us. Not angry, not bitter, just hollow. And somehow, that silence spoke louder than anything either of us had said all night.